Naomi and Chelsea Green are not finished with their back-and-forth banter on social media following their match on WWE SmackDown. The Glow even fired a shot at the reigning Women's United States Champion ahead of tonight's episode of Raw last Friday on SmackDown. Naomi defeated Green to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match to determine the #1 contender for Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship. During the bout, the 37-year-old used a wedgie on her opponent to gain the advantage and later get the victory. Green protested and even banned the use of the wedgie, with the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion talking to her lawyer to fight WWE's resident Karen.ina post on Instagram. The Glow shared a previous video of the Women's United States Champion mocking her and her gimmick before their match. She added footage of herself giving Green the wedgie plus getting the win to rub salt in the wound. It will be interesting to see if Chelsea Green can get her hands on Naomi again. Green and Piper Niven are also former women's tag team champions, so they could technically receive a shot at the gold if they get on SmackDown. General Manager Nick Aldis' good side, Naomi and Bianca Belair set to appear on WWE Raw. In addition to Naomi's big win on SmackDown, the reigning women's tag team champions also found out that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were in the vicinity of the parking lot when Jade Cargill was viciously attacked 3 months ago. Bianca Belair then told Nick Aldis that he doesn't have to worry about Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Belair confirmed that they are set to confront the Judgment Day duo for presumably assaulting Cargill and putting her out of action. It will be interesting to see if Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are the real culprits in the attack on Jade Cargill. There is plenty of speculation online that either the EST or the Glow is really behind the assault. Chelsea Green says she has gotten a move banned in WWE after Naomi used it against her on SmackDown. Chelsea Green claims she has managed to get a move banned for good after it was used against her on the February 14th episode of SmackDown by Naomi. It was a lengthy Instagram post, but a hilarious one nonetheless. On February 14th, Naomi secured the second-last spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match when she pinned Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green. After this week's events, just one spot remains to be filled to determine who Rhea Ripley's opponent will be at WrestleMania 41. Chelsea Green, who now considers herself in a position of power as the first Women's United States Champion, claims she banned the use of the wedgie after Naomi used it against her on SmackDown. It was certainly a hilarious and stylish way for Naomi to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair, who beat Green's partner Piper Niven to qualify, was there at ringside to celebrate with her partner. Speaking of Naomi and Belair, there was also a Jade Cargill update where Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were spotted walking away while the ambulances were loading Cargill. However, that's still not enough evidence that they were the ones behind the attack. As for who else could have been behind the heinous attack on the Storm, certain suspicions lie with Naomi, who felt her name was cleared after the footage shown by Nick Aldis on this week's edition of SmackDown. Naomi to miss Elimination Chamber after returning WWE star puts her out of commission? Potential last-minute twist explore WWE Women's Elimination Chamber match is set to take place at the upcoming Premium Live event, where Naomi will have a chance to earn a shot at the Women's World title at WrestleMania 41. Recently, the Glow qualified for this match. However, a major development took place on SmackDown when Nick Aldis revealed footage that seemingly implicated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez as potential suspects in the mysterious attack on Jade Cargill shortly after the footage aired. Naomi voiced her frustration, stating that people lacked confidence in her and unfairly blamed her for the attack. However, despite her denial, many fans still believe that the Glow could be the real mystery attacker. In a possible scenario, Naomi might miss the Elimination Chamber PLE if Jade Cargill returns and puts her out of commission. Previously, Jade was mysteriously attacked backstage on SmackDown, and a similar situation could occur. This might happen either at the Elimination Chamber or during the go-home show, where Naomi could be ambushed in the same manner. This time, though, Jade Cargill might be revealed as the attacker, targeting Naomi under the assumption that she was responsible for the initial assault. This potential attack could result in one half of the women's tag team champion being removed from the Elimination Chamber match, with the 32-year-old star replacing her. When Naomi eventually returns, it could ignite a feud between the two. Moreover, this situation might not sit. Nia Jax beats Naomi, Notch's third WWE Women's title defense in SmackDown main event. WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax retained her championship on WWE SmackDown, in part thanks to interference on her behalf over Naomi. Naomi pinned Jax last month after interference from Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez before Crown Jewel. Jax started off the match hot, immediately getting her opponent in the corner and overpowering her. Naomi hit a rear view for a near fall on Jax, but the champion followed it up with a pop-up Samoan drop and set Naomi up for the Annihilator, but Naomi knocked her off to the outside, then took her out from the top rope. The broadcast cut to the back, and Morgan and Rodriguez were seen taking out WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Naomi got Jax back in the ring, but Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton attacked Naomi from behind. Naomi was able to counter a body slam from Jax, but the champion kicked out. Stratton tried to interfere again, but Bayley took her out. Naomi hit a split-legged moonsault, and Jax barely kicked out. Candice LeRae appeared to take out Bayley. Jax hit a Samoan drop from the second rope, dragged Naomi to the corner, and finally hit the Annihilator to retain. For those who missed the first SmackDown of the year, here are the results of all the matches that took place, as well as notes on the other highlights that happened during this episode. The show started with footage of last week's episode, breaking down the situation between SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis ordering Kevin Owens to hand over the Winged Eagle WWE Championship title, as he's not the rightful champion, and the setup of Cody Rhodes challenging Owens to a ladder match for the belt at Royal Rumble after that. Cody Rhodes cut a promo where he said he was technically not cleared to wrestle tonight. Drew McIntyre interrupted. He gave some words of wisdom to the American Nightmare about how he, Cody, is the quarterback of the best roster the company has ever had, and Rhodes needs a friend to watch his back, so he's there as part of the transfer window. He always tells the truth. Rhodes equated his experience of leaving WWE to come back and finish the story to what happened with McIntyre as well, and put over the Scottish Warrior's successes. But he doesn't believe him, and he knows that Drew wants a shot at the title. McIntyre reiterated that he's here to help him, not hurt him, and as he was leaving, told him to watch his back, just as Kevin Owens jumped Rhodes from behind. McIntyre just casually walked away, and officials came out to separate Rhodes and Owens. Mercedes Moné picks upcoming Naomi WWE SmackDown. JR current AWTBS champion Mercedes Moné has commented ahead of Naomi and Bayley's upcoming WWE SmackDown match. WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax is set to defend her championship at WWE Bad Blood next weekend, but her opponent is not yet known. On last week's episode of SmackDown, Bayley and Naomi both pinned Nia during a tornado tag team match, with them set to face off against each other on this week's episode of the show. Taking to Twitter today, Naomi asked her followers for help in choosing which of two ring gear she should wear for the match, showcasing a new wig and other Uno-themed gear. Responding to the question, AWTBS champion Mercedes Moné responded, picking the Uno-themed gear for Naomi, saying, "Is there a heel turn in Naomi's future in the WWE? There's been no shortage of talk, including from yours truly, over the past few months about WWE having one of the strongest women's divisions on the planet. And though it's certainly a champagne problem, having an overabundance of talent means not every deserving star can hold gold, even if you're a tenured, reliable worker with a loyal fan base.